but you close the door yourself. You say, it's not possible, I'm already 35 years old, I'll stop. Nobody said 35 you should stop, right? You can go on. So in fact, there are many stories today, I will not tell you, of people who first decide to become, say, an engineer or a literary personality or a poet or something, and afterwards change their mind to become scientists, and those scientists have become very famous. Some of them even have Nobel Prizes. Their early background is nothing. And there are also great scientists who had no formal education, like Michael Faraday. Don't forget, I always remember Michael Faraday, with only 3 years of schooling, did more science, more experimental science than any other scientist in the history of mankind. I don't think there will be any other scientist equivalent to Faraday again. In fact, as I always repeat this, if we were alive in 20th century, unfortunately lived in 19th century, there were no Nobel Prizes then. Nobel Prize started in the year 1901, don't forget. He would have got at least 5 Nobel Prizes, at least 5. So here is the story of a man who had 3 years of school. So there are many, many stories, and he did it by observation. What did he do? He went to, accidentally listened to lectures of Faraday, Humphrey Davy. Accidentally somebody gave a ticket, the Davis lecture, if you want you can go, you are interested in science. The young boy who was an assistant to a bookbinder, he goes and listens to this lecture of Davy, 3 lectures. Then he writes down all the lectures of Davy, binds them as a book, and goes back to Davy and presents him, sir, I have found all your books, can you give me a job, some job? He said, there's no job here. And then he sends him away. After a month, fortunately, there was a job of an attender or a clean bottle washer in the lab. And he appoints him as a bottle washer. With this job, his title was Chief Bottle Washer of Davy's lab. There is no Michael Faraday started. Then you know what, he goes on observing Davy, assists him, if someone thing, he gives him something and gives his bottle and gives a tube or whatever. And then he observes him. And he wants to do some very complex experiment. That complex experiment was to make a compound, which is a very unusual compound, which should never be made in a lab because it explodes, really a big explosion, called nitrogen trichloride, NCl3. And he made NCl3 with Davy, and it really exploded. Oh, Davy's face, everybody full of blood. Davy had scars all over his face throughout his life after that. But Faraday was very careful, he was very far away. In fact, it is an important thing. That young boy, he knew how to deal with things. And because then he learned how to make compounds. And then another experiment he did when he was a young boy, Davy wanted to prove. See, there was a well-known thing in chemistry. You remember the father of chemistry is Lavoisier. Lavoisier is the one who first talked about composition and composition of air, composition, first of all, name of what do you mean by a compound, conservation of mass, all that. And he had proposed that all acids have oxygen in it. That is, acids must have oxygen. That is in the old 18th century, even 19th century. Davy said it cannot be correct. So he took one acid called muriatic acid. And then muriatic acid is nothing but HCl. At that time it used to be, even now it is called muriatic acid in construction sites and all that. And he passed electrical discharge, all kinds of things on HCl, and a green gas came out. And then that is what the experiment Faraday did with Davy. That was the first major experiment, and he showed that was chlorine. So chlorine was discovered in the lab, and then they said, well, popularly HCl is an acid, it has no oxygen. So this is how those days the experiments were very interesting. Many, many years ago, Faraday did all this by observation. Then he started doing his own experiments. And by doing his own experiments, slowly he became a better scientist than Faraday. Did so many new experiments, discovered benzene, discovered electricity, laws of electrolysis, discovered magnetism. My God, the number of things he did is something you cannot measure in simple words. Okay, I'll close my lecture very soon, in another 2 minutes. I would have given normally a proper lecture a little bit. I have been very busy, I have a lot of things to do, writing, and I'm giving too many lectures. I've cut the number of lectures, so this one I had to cut because of that. I'm giving two days a lecture in Shimoga for the children in Malnad area. So I didn't want to give it today. So anyway, what else do I say? Please use in your life your time that God given opportunity. That's the main thing. And whatever you do, try so hard that you become famous. I'll again quote Michael Faraday. I was reading this out to my wife and somebody else recently. Once Michael Faraday got a letter. That letter said, Mr. Faraday, I wrote so many letters you have not replied. this friend of mine. And Michael Faraday writes back, let me tell you, I have been rather busy, but let me tell you something, he said. He asked his friend, what is it that can be long and short? What is it that you can extend and cut down? What is it that is so valuable and also equally regrettable? What is it? What? You know it. And then they said, what is it that God thinks is so valuable that He gives only a limited amount to others? That is time. And he said, use that time properly. And I have no time, unfortunately. That's what he said. Okay. The reason I gave this story is, don't ever forget, the only guaranteed thing, though it is a depressing thing to know, the only thing that you are guaranteed in life is what? Death. So, the only thing that is guaranteed is that limited time. That limited time, how you use, makes you a great man, a stupid man, an ass, whatever you want. And there are lots of asses around. And you go to the political scene, there are more. And there are some horses, asses, all kinds of things. All kinds of animals in the political field. So you have to decide what you want to be. Easy to become an ass. So no problem. So you can also become an extraordinary person. Anybody can be extraordinary, I want to know. Michael Faraday proved that to us with 3 years of schooling. Ramanujan, with just a high school education, he became one of the world's greatest mathematicians. Many people have proved that with limited opportunities, with limited facilities, with limited even training, you can do great things, become very important in whatever you are doing. So remember that, and I wish you all lots of luck with chemistry, with science, and in general great success in your life. Thank you.